Howdy guys, Aaron here. I wanted to make some comments about my last video. Apparently hours after I uploaded that video, Xbox decided that they were going to change a lot of their policies, including the DRM stuff. The Xbox having to be online all the time and having to phone home once every 24 hours. Apparently they switched all that out. Everybody complained so much, and the PlayStation pre-order sales were doing a lot better than Xbox. So, well, some people are saying that they had to do that in order to keep up with PlayStation, but I say that they had to do that in order to even stay in the game. That stuff was ridiculous. So apparently you don't have you have to stay online all the time anymore. It doesn't have to phone home every 24 hours, and you can have discs, and the games are actually on the discs. And when you start playing a game, you don't have to link it to your account anymore. You can sell those used games, you can trade those used games, you can use other people's games, all that kind of stuff. So that's not a problem anymore, but the Kinect still has to be on all the time and always has to be watching you. That's pretty creepy, and I'm still not planning on getting an Xbox One at this point. I'm really trying to even dodge getting a PS4, even though they're still doing really awesome. They, like I said before, they did everything right with exception to the mandatory PlayStation Plus thing. I was a little bit upset about how they changed the stuff with the Xbox One, but not for the same reason that a lot of Xbox fanboys are upset about it. I was upset because I wanted them to go through with it so the gaming community can see how wrong those ideas were, and after Xbox One bombed really hard, everybody would look at that and say, okay, well, let's never do that again. Now, because they never actually went through with it, it might still be kind of on their minds, like, oh, I wonder if that stuff really would have worked out. And so I fear that it'll maybe come back up again later in the future. I saw a tweet earlier today from IGN. They were trying to make it sound like it was almost a bad thing that PlayStation 4 opted out of having a camera feature like the Kinect on release to help bring down their price $100 below the Xbox One. I don't see this as a bad thing at all. I wouldn't have wanted that feature to be there in the first place. I just got through talking about how I don't like that the Xbox One has the Kinect always having to be on or even there at all. I would have rather them take the $100 out of the price and don't include the camera, because I don't even want it there anyways. This way, if I were to get a PS4, I would not have to worry about, one, paying for the camera in the first place, and two, how am I going to circumvent this camera being stuck on my console. Earlier today, there was also a tweet from IGN that involved the developers of The Division, the new Tom Clancy MMO game, talking about how they were saying that the timing was right for a Tom Clancy MMO. And my initial reaction is that we don't really care about what brand it is, that it's a Tom Clancy MMO. We just want it to be what it's claiming to be, that it's this persistent world where everybody is constantly scavenging and fighting NPCs. It's PvE and PvP environment happening at the same time in a persistent, organic online world where you can be fighting NPCs at one moment, and then next thing you know, you're getting attacked by other players, like it happened in the trailer. I also like that it seems as though they're making it so your character's body, if you will, is persistent in the world as well. So in order to log out, or to safely log out, you have to extract your character from the fighting zone. That was what they were waiting for at the end of the video, was an extraction. I'm assuming a helicopter or something was going to come in and pick them up and bring them to a safe place so they can log out of the game. I think that's really cool. I think a lot of people aren't going to like that because it's kind of a hardcore gamer feature, but I like it because it gives weight to your decisions. Every time you go out into the world, you have to really think about whether or not you want to go out that far, if you want to go in this area that's particularly dangerous, because there's probably some really cool stuff out there, but you might not get back. Or if you need to, if you're only playing for a certain amount of time, you have to kind of weigh out how far, how deep you want to get into the game, because you might lose all your stuff or whatever, or you might lose something. There might be some kind of penalty. I hope that it is kind of just whatever you've gained in a particular run since the last time you logged in. Alright guys, this is where I'm going to end this episode right here. Give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see y'all next time.